hit some key buckets. That has to feel great.
Yeah, did I say they came out, told me to be aggressive, and the type of game like this, I'm kind of used to them. Even though it's college, it's just playing with that type of intensity. You just got to be prepared for these type of games. And my teammates and my coaches told me to be ready at any time and come out aggressive, and that's what I did.
Seems like you're having a good time with the game right now. Maybe it's going to keep going. Right?
Yeah, I say that's the plan. It's plan for it to keep going and keep going into March, and before I get this ACC championship tomorrow.
Your teammates are playing great, man. You guys are playing the best basketball of the season. Just talk about that a little bit and how it's been to come together.
It's crazy, but it's simple. I really think as we started to make the extra pass, that's when we become a better team. When in the beginning of the year, the ball was sticking a lot, and I feel like Coach constantly over and over told us to make the extra pass and believe in our guys. We all here for a reason, and when that clicked, that's when we became a better team. Everybody started to trust each other with making the extra pass. We started to trust the guy to the right making a shot, and that's when we changed as a team.
How will it help you guys moving forward, going against a press as good as Miami's?
I'm about to say, they're one of the best teams in the country. They're athletic, they're long, they got guards who really get after you. So a team like that just helps you going into March. And even if you never know, you might need it tomorrow. So that's just a team that you would love to play. And, they're a team in a tournament who a lot of guys wouldn't want to play. So for us to come out here and beat them in this game, that was huge.
You guys have been somewhat on a revenge tour. You guys got back against NC State, Wake,
Miami.
We got 5 minutes left.
I think that's it. It was Wake Forest, Miami, and NC State.
Yeah, there was one more, but
maybe Virginia.
Virginia. There you go, right there. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. So just talk about that and the streak that you guys are on.
Our main thing has just been trying to get everybody who got us in earlier in the season. We feel like we're a different team, and I'm sure a lot of other teams can see that we're a different team. So we're just trying to get back. We call it a revenge tour right now. We're just trying to get back at other guys who beat us in the previous season, earlier this year, but also focusing on what we got to focus on to become a better team and get ready for March.
I asked you earlier this season about your breakout games, and you said that you were taking it game by game, day by day. Do you feel like you're hitting your stride and you're getting to that level where you want to be?
Oh yeah, I can definitely say I'm feeling it. Come back a lot more, and I'm definitely getting to that level. But I say for myself, I just know what I'm capable of, and I know it's a lot more in the tank. So I still got to show that coming into March. It's going to be a lot more games like this when you hit to March, and I just got to make sure I just give it, I know I'm capable of more, so I just got to give it more.
Dariq, how do you describe what you're able to?
One of 2 teams in the ACC that you did not beat this season in Clemson and Virginia. Does it almost feel kind of full circle to have the opportunity to right one of those wrongs?
It definitely feels like a full circle. Being able to be in this position is something we're very fortunate about, and we're happy to be here, but we're not done. Well, as I'm gonna say, we're starving. This isn't the stop. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep getting wins, and that's the goal.
You guys didn't hold back about wanting to right what happened last time you guys played Miami. Can you just talk about that?
I feel like we all took it personal. We all tried to build up our pride. We all tried to make sure that we jumped out. We threw the first punch instead of taking the first punch. I feel like that's how they got us at their place. But it was a great game overall. They made some great shots. We made some great shots, and it was overall very fun game to play.
You played 2 games in a row. We're going to play a 3rd tomorrow. How does it feel from a physical, conditioning standpoint?
You just got to be able to make sure you take care of your bodies. We're in Normatec boots. We're in the ice tub. We're making sure we're off our feet. We're eating. We're doing everything we can to prepare for the next game. We're making sure we're focused and we're not got our heads anywhere else.
March is just starting for you, but how much fun are you having right now?
This is a great atmosphere. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel like each and every individual here is having the time of their life, but still being able to put in the effort, still being able to go through the adversity is something that you really don't get a lot. I just love this shit.
I'm assuming this is why you come to go to college, and this is why you come to Duke, right?
This is definitely why. I'm really fortunate for being in this position, and this is the reason why we've been working this whole season.
How did the game change? Really good for us. Get them out the game. It changed the whole complexity of the team, so it was really good.
Did this feel like a high-level game because the crowd? It just seemed like it was the intensity was there.
Yeah, it was a high-level game, man. That's two ranked teams. We were 1-1 in the regular season, and I think we were just both teams just fighting down, clawing to the end. I think that's what it's all about this time of the year.
Validation and coming back to beat Miami.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously after what happened last time, we just wanted to, just prove that that wasn't us. We just want to show who we are today and come out here and compete.
You guys are clicking on all cylinders. How many games in a row is it now?
I think it's 8. He just told me. Yeah, we're just finding our groove. We've been through a lot this season. I think we've learned from everything. We've continued to grow each and every game, each and every day, and I think that's all you can do.
How much are you enjoying March, this whole atmosphere, this
Yeah.
game, play a game every day and then one and done type of pressure?
Man, I love it. That's what you come here to do. I mean, I wouldn't expect nothing else getting to play in these environments in these big time games, and that's what I came to do, and I enjoy it a lot.
It seemed like Redemption Tour was a regular season thing where you got Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, and like the third one was
NC State.
Yeah. So, but this game was another continuation of Redemption Tour, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in a sense. Obviously, we had beat them in the regular season, but I think even when we beat them, I think we put our best foot forward. Tonight, we just want to come out here and do that. Obviously, we could have done a lot of things better. But I think both teams just were competing. It could have went either way. And I'm glad that we were able to pull it out and just play really hard.
Was that one of the higher level games you've played?
Offense and just staying poised. They obviously had a really good press, and I think we handled it well in the back end, and it was a scrappy win, and just glad we got it.
When this team hits shots like this, how dangerous can you guys be?
Yeah, really dangerous. I think we saw that yesterday. That's why we got a good win yesterday, and I think when we move the ball well and just keep trusting one another, we can get any shot we want.
That's 8 games in a row for you guys. Does it feel like 8 games?
I mean, it does, but it doesn't, because we just taking it one by one. So we don't look too far behind and too far forward. But yeah, it's definitely good to go on a little streak, and especially at this time.
Just watching you all season and your growth, I mean, it seems like leaps and bounds since when you first got here. Can you just talk about your growth and then how you're enjoying playing in this March environment?
Yeah, it's been great. Personally, I think I've just stayed confident and stayed through all the ups and downs this season. Obviously had a rough start to the season and stayed with it. Had a good coaching staff and people around me to keep me confident and just kept working. That's the biggest thing that sort of helped me. And Shai putting me in situations to help us win gave me a lot of confidence as well.
And then this environment, and the one and done environment, the pressure that comes with it. How much fun are you having here?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially getting teams back that beat us early in the season that we feel like we had an opportunity to win, and we watched film after those games and executed our mistakes last time.
These have essentially
before every practice, after every practice, we play ones. We hang out off the court. So I think that friendship off the court brings it on the court. And I think that just makes it so much better.
We had heard a lot about that team meeting after last time you guys played Miami. Are you seeing the dividends? Not to overstate the importance of that, but do you think that it is still paying dividends?
I think it's definitely that team meeting. It was so necessary for us. I mean, it's really like a come to reality meeting. Just where y'all heads at? What do y'all really want to get out of this? Just a lot of stuff like that. So.
That was not the only one of the season. That was not the only one of the season.
The only meeting?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of meetings. but the meeting really wasn't like the last one that we had. It really wasn't like the meetings that we usually have before, 15, 20 minutes. But this one, people breaking down and really opening up and stuff like that. So it was a good year.
How long do you think it lasted? If you had to guess.
The meeting is probably an hour 20. Probably at least an hour 30, something like that.
Who calls those meetings? The straight coaches, or?
I think that was after we got blown out by Miami. We got back at 2:30 a.m. and I was like, should we meet? I talked to me and JG. Should we meet? And I think guys had class in the morning, so we wanted to come back the next day and then meet as a whole team. So everybody's refreshed and really had really in the right mental state. So we came back the next day and had a meeting.
You just said refresh. How do you refresh after going against a press like that? I mean, does that take a little more out of you going against Miami's press?
Definitely. You got to just come back lock. I mean, I've been through this before, so you got to come back, lock in, get your fluids, eat, and it's a quick turnaround. Got to watch this game, Clemson versus UVA, and we got tomorrow. So
hopefully they go to 10 overtimes, right?
You said what?
Hopefully they go to 10 overtimes, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely where the legs are. Both of them are a great team. You said what?
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, I'm happy.
I just